All right. Uh. 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 External microphone. All right. Uh. It's on Netflix. Just go to Netflix. Go to Netflix. Right now there's a dumb fight going on. There's a dumb fight going on right now. It's on Netflix. Shit. Right now it's Guyot versus Nunez. And they're both just kind of bad. Uh, the f- Shit. Excellent.
sense. Ugh.
What the fuck? What the fuck? fuck? Eats. Oh, right now it's just an Indian guy fighting a Brazilian guy. Neither of them I know. But I guess I have to describe now. Uh, okay, one of them was wearing red shoes. One of them was wearing white shoes. They both kind of suck. It's the 6th round. I think they're YouTubers, but they're not YouTubers I know. The announcer. Okay, they're gone. 14. Yeah, what's a concurrent? What's concurrent? 2. Concurrent means happening at the same time. And scripts. Text. Oh, is this? What is this? Is this a drill? Oh no. Okay, the first fight just ended. It was a fight between a Brazilian guy named. Oh, I don't know which one is which, but it was a Brazilian guy, and then the other guy is from India. Okay. Uh, that's- what is this? Um, how do I fucking comment? What the fuck? Oh my god, how do I comment on this? How do I comment? Trying to comment. The fuck is this shit? Finna comment, don't know how. Why would you disable comments? Hmm. 3 views? How do you... Where'd the third viewer come from? Uh... Oh shit! There's somebody on. Okay, I'll tell you this. Right now, they're doing a. They're just talking. There's no fight going on. They're just having a really cringy dialogue, and the microphones aren't working. And it's on Netflix. You can watch it on Netflix. I guess like the video. Okay, so right now they're still just talking. They're talking about nothing because there's no fight going on. Like the video if you're gonna leave. But right now, so there's like it's on Netflix, by the way. There's a girl talking. She doesn't have much. Okay, they didn't like the video. Why haven't they liked the video? Does my microphone not work? No, my microphone works. My microphone works, doesn't it? Does my microphone work? Does my microphone not work? Is not. Is not. Is not. Is not. What the fuck? Let's check. I gotta test this out. Gotta do some troubleshooting. Test. The microphone does work. It's not. It's not glitching. It's good. Oh shit! There's somebody on. Oh wait, that's me. I'm watching myself. I'm watching myself, so I gotta. Oh, I gotta. I gotta not take breaks because there's a delay. It's funny hearing myself. I feel like an idiot. But I guess I just have to continue talking and not stop because the viewer numbers delayed. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. Nice. All right. No, 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 no. All right. So I gotta keep on describing what's going down because if I stop, then somebody might view and then they might leave. There's a delay. Oh, there's people watching. Okay, I'll tell you this. Right now, they're just doing like conversational stuff. There's no fight going on. Like the video if you if just okay, good. All right. Um, yeah. There's this awkward conversation going on. Is all. That's all that's going on right now on the Netflix stream, and it's keeps on going on. They're in AT&T Stadium. They are in Texas. The Cowboys cheerleaders performed earlier. The main event is coming up in like 2 hours. They always delay it till the very end. They're showing like a promo thing right now for an upcoming fight, but it's not one of the main ones. It's just a fight. Nobody now they're showing footage of the stadium. They're showing footage of one of the fighters that nobody knows walking through, and she's just walking. They're just showing a fighter that nobody cares about walking through the stadium. Oh, look, she has a couch. That's really cool. Now she's shaking somebody's hand. We don't know who the other person is. We don't know who either of them are. Her name is Katie. I don't know if she's an American or not. And the person she's fighting is actually pretty, so I'm probably gonna root for her instead. And yeah, Amanda Serrano, and she's wearing a football. She's wearing like a football themed purse, even though she looks like she's from Puerto Rico. She's wearing a jersey, even though she doesn't play basketball. She plays boxing. Big event for boxing. A lot of people watching. A lot of people gonna see what's going on with that. Gotta see if I can hide. Shit, I gotta I'll figure this out. Figuring it out. I gotta figure it out. But yeah, so right now they're just nothing is going on, and they keep on just saying, "Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up." It's not coming up. It's gonna be like 2 hours. Oh, cool. They got a guy that's 5'9" going up against a guy that's 6 foot. It's a 3-inch height difference. One of them is 29. One of them is 33. Mike Tyson is like 60, and Jake Paul's like 30. So that's going to be kind of fucked up. Reach, one guy is 70, the other guy is 69. Mario Barrios versus Abel Ramos. Oh, they both end with Os. Couple of Os boys. They got rules. The rules they're showing are 3 knockdown rule. Only referee can stop the fight. Fighter cannot be saved with a bell. Fight official. The fight is official after 4 rounds, so that's at least this fight. I think the Mike Tyson one is 8 rounds. But that's not the one going on right now. So they got this stupid fight going. I guess it's starting now, but it's not. It's the Amos versus Ramos thing, and they got them walking out. It's like usually the boxers are real patriotic, but they're both from the same countries, so it's not like one of them is fighting from Mexico. They're both from Mexico. It's always better when they're from different countries, because then you can go, if you don't know the boxer, you can at least go. Oh, I like the country. Like, if it's Russia versus Ukraine, then you can go, oh, who do I prefer in the war? And then you apply that to the fight. But then if it's just Russia versus Mexico, like what it is in this case, then you really don't have a bone in the fight. But right now they're just showing a bunch of shit. It's an AT&T Stadium. I don't know if it's full. It's probably not. I mean, they got seats full in the closed sections, but they probably don't got seats full in the upper sections. I mean, you couldn't see shit if that were the case. You wouldn't be able to see the ring very well. But they got a big old jumbotron. It might be full. They're selling tickets at like $10 a ticket, $15 a ticket. If they're selling tickets at like $100, I would really doubt that they sell more than like a couple tickets. They got ring girls. They're pretty hot. That's a fact. And then they got some. Looks like this one guy. His trainers have these uniforms. They look really stupid, but sometimes that's the way it goes. Sometimes they just like to wear stupid stuff. Sometimes they like to shine in the way that they wear just a weird looking clothing. Oh, look, this guy is doing a whole Mexico thing, even though they're both from Mexico. Again, it's like it's not patriotic if you're both from Mexico, because it's not like one of you is fighting for Mexico. You're both from Mexico. So you don't have that play. You can't get people to root for you because of your country, because you're both from the same country. So, but this one guy is going harder into the Mexican stuff. He has a bunch of native Mexican stuff going on right now. They're saying he's from the Aztec, so he's doing a whole Aztec thing. The Aztecs, of course, lost in the end, and this guy, I think, is probably going to lose. He's wearing pink, which is a girly color, as we know. So Barrios is the guy that's going to lose. Amos is going to win. Official prediction. That's the way it is. Yeah, welterweight, WC welterweight champion. Barrios is a welterweight champion. Boxing at 6 years old. Why would you start? His mom took him to the boxing gym. That's not smart. This doesn't make sense. His sister is a retired pro boxer. And he's indigenous Aztec roots. But again, he's trying to go into the Mexican stuff, but they're both from Mexico, so it's not really a play. It's not really a play here. It doesn't really make sense. And also, I don't know if this coverage makes sense without a visual, but I'm doing it anyway and seeing what happens. Really just for fun, really just bored. 6:03 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. He's got what are his trainers' uniforms? Are they also bad? Does everybody in the stadium have the same bad uniforms? I don't know. We will see in a moment. Maybe his trainers are wearing suits. If his trainers are wearing suits, they'll be a lot more professional than what Amos people were wearing. So it's like this Barrios guy is cringe, but then the other guy, his trainers are, they're both cringe. I don't like either of them. I hope they both lose. Unfortunately, that's not the case. It's not possible. They can't both lose. Oh, the announcer is saying that one of the announcers, a woman, is saying that she really, really respects this one fighter. I guess she thinks he's handsome or something. Now they're doing the ref. The ref is doing his thing. He's doing kind of a bad job. And then you have the ring girls behind him. They look kind of silly. And then the guy, yeah, again, the guy who's doing the announcing, like the ref, kind of doing that UFC like who's ready to rumble thing right now. And they couldn't afford to get one of the buffer guys, like one of the, I don't know their exact names, but they couldn't afford to get one of those actual famous people. So instead, they have this random guy. And the referee is Hector Afu. He's got a bow tie. He's got 2 black gloves. Very exciting stuff. Abuelito has fire like themed pants. I guess that's fun. And yeah, he's the shorter of the two, and he's got fire pants. His pants are on fire. Liar, liar. He's probably gonna win. Looks kind of like Dak Prescott. Got a necklace on. I think he's gonna take the necklace off before he fights. He's got red gloves. Very cool stuff. Very exciting stuff. Okay, so now the other guy, Barrios. He's got pink pants. He's got some silly tattoos. He's got slicked back hair. It looks like he put hair gel in. It's important for a fight. You want to make sure the hair gel keeps your hair up during your fight. If I were a fighter, I'd definitely get a buzz cut because you don't want your hair to get in the way. Some people don't go for practicality. Instead, they go for whatever they were indoctrinated into getting as a haircut, as a hairstyle. And that's what they do instead of practicality. It looks like he also has fur. He has fur on his pants. Now his trainer is saying 2, as in it's going to last 2 rounds. And like a good way for him. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to go well for him. I think he's going to get beat up. But we'll see what goes on. See what happens with that. It's not started yet. They're fist bumping. I don't know what. I think he sounds Italian. I don't know. This ref is not a native speaker of English. I think he is Italian. Got sponsored by Celsius. Celsius is the worst of the energy drinks. I recommend Red Bull. But then I end up drinking mostly coffee because I get free coffee from my apartment building. I don't get free Red Bull from my apartment building. If I could get free Red Bull from my apartment building, then I would drink that instead. That's not the world I live in. 12 rounds. That's a lot of rounds. We're in the first round right now. Barrio has 4 first-round KOs. Dude, they're making it seem like Barrio is way better. I bet Barrio has the spread is pro Barrio, but I think Ramos is going to win with the fire pants. He's going to win. Right now they're punching back and forth. I don't really know how to describe what's going on right now. They look even Steven, punching back and forth. No one's really taking the lead. No one's really making too much of a difference right now. Again, Barrios in the pink pants seems like he's a little bit better. But, we're really going to see. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight's not for a long time. Not having any viewers on this for a while is kind of depressing. Making me not want to keep going. Oh, wait, there is somebody. They left. That's good. That's good stuff. But Ramos punching. They're both from Mexico. Um, both from Mexico. One of them has pink pants. One of them has fire pants. They're punching. The ref is wearing green and a bow tie. They both look. This is just reminding me that boxing is much more boring than UFC because there's no blood, no action. They're just punching with their little padded gloves. Oh, somebody did something. I looked away for a moment, and then somebody did something. Oh, geez. Barrios is better. The pink pants, both from Mexico, but the guy in the pink pants guy is winning. Pink pants guy is better. I hope it does end early. Then we could watch more of the. I could get to watch more of the commentators struggling as they were in the beginning, where they just don't know what to say when there's not a fight going on. They have problems with the microphone, but right now they're fighting. Not Mike Tyson, not Jake Paul, but two people from Mexico that nobody knows. And then the fight before, I think, was two YouTubers that nobody knows. There was a YouTuber from Brazil. There was a YouTuber from India. Now it's two people from Mexico. Maybe somebody who keeps up with the boxing world knows these people, but who keeps up with the boxing world? Nobody. Nobody keeps up with the boxing world. UFC is more popular than boxing at this point. But I saw that Dana White is getting into boxing, and that's good stuff. This would make a lot more sense with the visual. There is no visual in this, but it is what it is. Barrios continues to be leading. Um, I thought this would get more views. It's not getting views. I'm struggling to keep the motivation to keep this up. 6:10. Been going for 30 minutes. Been talking for like 15. Just very getting depleted energetically. Getting bored. Don't know if I can keep this up. I'm taking a break. Putting ice packs on people's faces. Pouring water in people's mouths. Not Mike Tyson. Not Jake Paul. Two people from Mexico. Two professional boxers. One of them famous, respected, talented, winner. The other one unknown. No wins, no victories. Doesn't matter. They fight on. Except not right now. It's a break. On break right now. Barrio had a really good punch earlier. They're showing that now. Showing the punch by Barrio. They're showing the other guy touched the ground. Apparently that's a big deal. Apparently it's a point or something. It's a point or something. If he touches the ground. Barrio punched Amos on the jaw. The announcers felt left in suspense. I was not left in much suspense because I don't really care too much about this fight. Of course, I did put all my gambling money that doesn't exist on Ramos, just simply because Barrios is wearing pink and it has fur on it. Literally, like the way it is, it looks like a pink dress with fur on it. So I thought he would lose, but maybe he did that to kind of like show the contrast between expectations and realities. Ramos sticking in there, punching like a guy who just chose to be in a boxing match, is in a boxing match, is currently losing to Barrios. Ramos, Barrios, they just said DeSantos. I don't know what's going on. It's boxing. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul hasn't started yet. I'm not getting any viewers. It keeps going. Circle of life keeps going. Be a bit more stressful if people were watching. Makes it harder. Definitely get out of the loop when there's people. So covering up the view count. Ramos continues to punch. Coming up, Paul Tyson. Not for another hour or two. Getting bored. Paul versus Tyson. I don't think Trump's at the match. He doesn't have an in. Dana White is his in. That's why he goes to UFC events. This also might be a bit too lowbrow because let's face it, this is kind of a trashy event, Netflix event. It's a young guy versus an old man. And it doesn't make sense. The spread is actually, or the gambling odds are for Jake Paul by like 20. I don't know. Well, not like 20, but like plus 200. Like if you bet 100, you get 150. I don't know. The point is, Mike Tyson doesn't have a chance. And if Mike Tyson wins, I would just be shocked. Barrios just laid Ramos down. He just laid him down. There's not a chance of Ramos winning. There's not a chance. He's smiling as if he's like, "Oh, it's good. We're good to go." He's not good to go. He just got laid. He just got laid down. He's done. They're just the announcers are making fun of him. Now it's a break. He's got to recover from that. Definitely losing. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul are coming up in like 2 hours. Currently, it's Barrios versus Marios or whatever. Amos versus Barrios. Barrios is an actual fighter who wins. And Ramos is just the guy who's getting beat. It's just a stat sheet. Just a statistic. Just another statistic, Ramos. Another W for Barrios. It's like, when people when people talk about, what is it? Ramos. When people talk about Ramos when Ramos dies, what are his biggest achievements? What were his biggest moments? What was his most viewed fight? His most viewed fight was just losing and being a stat sheet statistic for Barrios. Made it to round 3. I guess Barrios' trainer was wrong. Barrios' trainer said 2 rounds. Barrios' trainer said 2 rounds. It's going to 3 rounds. 3 rounds is more than 2. Do the math. Figure it out. Ramos sticking in there. Sticking in there as in he's still alive. He hasn't died yet. But he's struggling. He really is. He's struggling. Ramos struggling. Barrios crushing. It's not close. Barrios crushing. Ramos destructing himself. Barrios pink pants. Ramos red pants. You'd think the red pants would signify some kind of like rageful masculine spirit. It does not. Guy in pink pants crushing. Guy in pink pants actually has a title. He was number 1 at some point. Guy in red pants never had a title. Guy in red pants, statistic. Just another, oh my God. Barrios had a perfect dodge. He had a perfect dodge. He ducked. He went under. He ducked. Ramos confused, struggling. Barrios focused, strong, landing hits. Ramos depressed, done. He got hit earlier. He hit the ground. He got hit, and he fell to the ground like a baby. And they took a break. He tried to smile it off. He tried to make it seem like he was okay. He was not okay. Now Barrios keeps punching him. Oh, Ramos actually landed a punch. That's shocking. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight coming up probably in an hour. Commentating for no reason. Barrios hitting Ramos. Ramos hit the floor earlier again. Not close. Oh, Ramos hit some body shots. That might be good. I've never boxed. I don't know if body shots hurt. They probably do. Knock the wind out of you. Got to be aware. Barrios hits harder. Barrios 3 inches taller than Ramos. Ramos looks like Dak Prescott. Barrios looks like that famous Mexican singer guy. Oh, yeah. Whatever is it? Like Bad Bunny, I think it is. Yeah, he kind of looks like that guy. I mean, not really, but like they're both from Mexico. I don't know what to say. Ramos looks like Dak Prescott. He's the same haircut. He has the same facial hair. Barrios has kind of a mullet. I kind of have a mullet right now, so I guess me and Barrios have that in common. Ramos actually is landing some hard hits. If Ramos wins, I will everything I said earlier will be wrong. There's a bell that just rung, but they kept fighting. I don't understand how this works. Don't understand how it works. Commentating, don't know why. Second bell, I guess that means they're pausing. They pause. There's a guy in a suit. They're playing at AT&T Stadium. That's where the Dallas Cowboys play, and they had the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders earlier. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because they want to advertise the Dallas Cowboys. They had a documentary earlier this year, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. I did not watch it. They got an owner's experience booth. They're showing it. I don't know who the owners are. It's actually a bad seat. Who's that? They're showing a guy. I don't know him. They're showing people. They're eating snacks. When you get to the peaks of luxury, the peaks of wealth, really what you get is you get like a crappy seat with some free popcorn. It's like you don't have to pay for the popcorn, and it's the billionaires will be like, shit, this is life. I don't have to pull out my credit card to get popcorn, and that's what it is. That's what it is. I used to be real impressed by United Arab Emirates and shit like that, where it's like, wow, you can have a bed on an airplane, but really it's just you get a shitty bed on an airplane. You're still flying. Might as well be in coach. Fight's back on. Round 4 of 12. Too many rounds. It's a boring sport. UFC is more interesting, but we're here. We're watching. Barrios pink pants. Ramos red pants. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul coming up. 1 hour. They showed a statistic. I don't know how to interpret it. It's like I think one guy's landing more. It's Ramos who's not landing. Ramos, again, looks like Dak Prescott. Barrios looks kind of like Bad Bunny. Not that I would know. I don't even listen to Bad Bunny. But I saw him on the Grammys once. They're both from Mexico. Both Ramos and Barrios. Earlier, I thought it really messes up the fight to have two people from both being from Mexico. Because if you have a guy from Mexico and a guy from Cuba, then at least you have national pride on the line. These are zero national pride on the line. Zero national pride on the line. It's two people from the same country. One of them really leaned into the Aztec thing. I think it was Barrios. It was Barrios leaned into the Aztec thing, had a bunch of Aztec stuff. But I think they probably both have Aztec blood. I don't know much about Mexican like genetic histories, but I assume everyone in Mexico has some Aztec. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. Probably embarrassing myself. But for some reason, Ramos seems to be having more energy. I don't know why. Barrios crushed it in the first 2 rounds. Maybe his trainer earlier was indicating that it would be done within 2 rounds. But he might have been more signifying that he would start boxing like shit after 2 rounds, because that would be more accurate. Because right now he's just getting his ass handed to him. I don't know why. Ramos 3 inches shorter. Ramos hitting more hits. Oh, Barrios got a good hit in there. Height seems to matter in boxing. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched much boxing. I do like boxing, though. It's good. Probably not as good as UFC. You watch UFC, they get bloodied. They get knocked out because they're kicking people in the head. You kick somebody in the head, they get a little headache. They might fall down. But you get punched with the little hand with a padding on it, you're less likely to go down. Coming up, Mike Tyson, probably going to get knocked out by Jake Paul. Probably going to get brain damage. Already has brain damage. You'll watch the interviews with boxers. They just get brain damage. They don't know how to talk. Barrios versus Ramos. Mike Tyson getting $20 million. Jake Paul getting $40 million for this fight. It should really be they should really have 2 payouts, in my opinion. 2 payouts. One for second place, one for first place. That's what makes sense. Instead, you have it's like, what's even the incentive to win? If it's just 2 celebrities, there's no incentive, I'll tell you. There's no incentive. Jake Paul and his girlfriend, they both look kind of cringe. Not a big fan. Somebody standing. I was hearing I think it was audio on the live stream, actually, on the fight stream. There's a bodyguard. They get a bodyguard showing Mike Tyson. Everyone's cheering. Walking in, he's literally an elderly person. Does not make sense to have him out there fighting a 30-year-old. He might die. He might die. This might be the greatest, if he does die. No offense to Mike Tyson, but that would be the greatest moment of live televised history of all time. And like, not in a good way, but like, it would be the most infamous moment. It would be the most it would be undisputedly, but that's coming up in like 2 hours. Right now, you got Barrios, you got Ramos, you got Barrios, you got Ramos, you got that going down. Trying to figure out what I'm doing. Don't know what I'm doing. But but Barrios has landed 14. Landed 14 out of 42 shots thrown, and Ramos has landed 3. So Ramos is actually getting his ass handed to him. I thought for a second that Ramos was actually landing more than Barrios, but this is what happens when somebody that does not follow boxing tries to talk about it. He just doesn't know what he's talking about. That's my case. Close match going. Look into the audience for a second. I see there's a guy in a suit. He might be a judge. See, boxing has judges. If nobody falls to the ground unconscious at the end of the fight, then they have to score it, and the scoring is subjective. You'll get it like, ooh, you got 69 points. The other ref is like, oh, you got 67. Then the other guy's like, they both got 72. And it's like, what do you make of that? You don't make anything. It's a stupid sport. Stupid sport. It's fun to watch, though. Fun to watch. Jake Paul probably going to knock out Mike Tyson coming up 2 hours. There's a lot of people in the stadium. They're talking about it. So the announcers are talking about how many people are going to be in the stadium. I don't know how many people it is. They're playing in AT&T Stadium. It's a football stadium. Usually that's full of football fans. There's a lot of football fans, not a lot of boxing fans. A lot of people would go. I wonder how cheap the tickets were. Because if they were cheap tickets, then you might get more people showing up. You get more people showing up to if it's $10 tickets. $10 tickets, I would have gone. If I was in the Texas area, for sure I would have gone. If it's $20 tickets, probably would have gone. $30 tickets would have gone. $50 tickets, that's where you draw the line. That's where people stop going. 50, stop going. 40, people go. 50, people don't go. 60, people really don't go. 100, nobody's going. Nobody's going to that. Nobody is going to pay $100. I mean, that's not true. Some people are, but not many. At that point, you can't get a middle-class family. You can't get people going because people want to go in groups. You're not going to get a group. You're not going to get a group of people all agreeing to pay $100. $100, unless they're mega fans. And there's a limit to the number of fans that anybody would have, especially Jake Paul. Jake Paul doesn't have many fans. A lot of haters. I don't really like him. Kind of cringe. Kind of annoying. Rooted for Ben Askren back in the day. He got crushed. Ben Askren got crushed. Was not close. They're on break again. They get a little rest. A little water break. Round 6. They're showing some celebrities. 2 unfamous celebrities. Oh my God. It's the 2 people from Karate Kid. Doing a little promotional moment. A couple of Netflix actors. Netflix actor today is what a Disney Channel actor was in the past. Where it's just like, you do a bunch of roles for Netflix. You don't make as much money as you would in other studios. You get some kind of fame. You kind of get known for being kind of a shitty actor that can pump out movies quick. That's the way of a Netflix actor. But Netflix does hire good actors too. They give them big old contracts. Netflix at one point, bigger valuation than Disney. I don't know if that's still true. It doesn't matter. The match is going back. Don't know how long I can do this. Getting bored. Hard to talk. Don't have any water. They had a water break. I did not have a water break. Ramos losing. Last round, it was closer. Last round, Barrios 10. Ramos 9. Unofficial scorecard from the Netflix coverage. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul coming up 2 hours probably. No viewers. Streaming for 57 minutes. Insane. This is how it goes. This is media. This is the entertainment business. kind of what I do with kind of what I do when I do a Call of Duty video. Sometimes I do Call of Duty videos, so I know how to talk, know how to not stop. But doing it for boxing with no no visual, not very stimulating, not very interesting content. Barrios, Ramos. All right, that's it. That's that's that. That was really good. That was a good experience. How do I end this? I don't know how to end this. I don't know how to end this. I don't know how to end this. If I figure out how to end it, I'll end it. Oh, Barrios actually just got knocked the fuck down. What the fuck? That didn't make sense. That was surprising. Join the fight. All right. We'll finish. Ramos punching Barrios. 57 seconds left in the round. For some reason, Ramos is getting some traction. Ramos, 3 inches shorter than Barrios. It's the battle of the Oses. Barrios, Ramos. The announcer just made a joke about it. Nobody laughed. Somebody gave a fake laugh. His name is Mario Barrios. He got knocked down. They've both been knocked down this fight. Barrios gave Ramos a big hit just there. Ramos, Barrios. Yeah, that's it. Oh, we'll finish up the round. Oh, that's it. Ugh.